Chapter 10. It was the night of the same day when Phantom did his publicity stunt. It was a rainy day, and the sky went so dark. That night Yash is sitting on the terrace of his house watching his surroundings and thinking of the mess that Phantom made. The whole internet was flooded with messages for Phantom boycott, stop Phantom, kill Phantom, and many more. While on the other side he got huge publicity in the feminist community. In between 8 hours of Phantom's vote stunt, people started to vote for who to kill next. For them, voting is fun. They don't know what Phantom is capable of. Yash released Seema and apologized to her. For Yash, there is still a question, where the hell Phantom case files are gone. It is not an issue now because Phantom went public this time, there is nothing hidden about him now. It was 8 a.m. Meera entered the police station. She saw Seema leaving. Seema gave Meera a death stare, but she can do nothing about it. On her way inside, Meera heard news on the TV. There was conflict among the people about Phantom being a good person or a bad person. The public interview was going on, and most of the people were on Phantom's side, about 60%. Phantom is like a savior for woman power. He became a hero in feminist community. People of the feminist community believed that Phantom is a hero, whose actions would make their lives easier. On the other hand, feminist community got huge criticism for supporting Phantom. Good morning everybody, I am here at the police station. A man appeared on the TV, he was a crime reporter Rajat. He saw Meera standing on the porch of the police station. Ma'am. I want to ask you about Phantom's behavior yesterday evening. How did you feel after seeing the video? Meera thought that this is just another stupid journalist. I think you should talk to my boss. Rajat laughed and said, it would be really nice if your boss, Mr. Yash, gave us the opportunity to ask him some questions. He is a furious man, and will get angry with me. Rajat saw Yash walking out of the police station. He ran towards him with the cameraman. Hello, wait sir. I have to ask you some questions. Yash froze on the spot. He heard the shouting. What questions? There is nothing to say. Few days early, the news says that you guys got Phantom's companion. Rajat stopped, he knew that Yash got the point. It was a mistake. That person pretended to be involved with Phantom. Yash stammered, I have to leave now. We will talk someday soon. Chapter 11, Inside Bajrang Hostel, Room 27, Najafgarh. There is a video being recorded, and it was against Phantom's speech. Salam. I am Abubakar Murmud. I don't know who this Phantom is. I heard his speech, or we can say his bullshit. Whatever he said doesn't make any sense. It is all a feminist bullshit and whoever supports it is a fool. A woman, or even a man cannot do anything. There are certain boundaries for everything. I request this Phantom to stop this stupidity. Stop brainwashing innocent citizens. You are a bit too harsh today. What happened? Usama asked Abubakar as he entered the hostel room with some title-less shopping bags in his hands. I am just giving my opinion on Phantom's bullshit. Abubakar replied. Your opinion is not so cool to be accepted. Now end your work and come have some dinner, Usama said, setting up the plates on the floor. Come on. Abubakar uploaded the hate video, turned off the webcam and stood up from his place. After 3 days of Phantom's death poll. This death game became fun for people, everyone was waiting for the update, but nothing was happening. It was like Phantom pranked them all, but still there was a flow of mental tension in police department number 2697. What did he want? Why is he doing this stupid thing? Yash said to nobody. What happened, sir? Who is doing what? Meera asked in confusion. That stupid news reporter Rajat. He is defaming us for either the fun or a nonsense revenge, Yash explained to her. When Meera was about to say something, Siddharth walked towards them. Sir, nothing happened. Phantom is just playing with everyone. After his speech, someone must be dead by this time. Nothing happened. Thank God nothing happened, Yash said to Mira and Siddharth. Something happened, sir, someone said from behind. Mira, Yash, and Siddharth looked back. Usama was standing right in front of them with Phantom's killing device in his hand. Who are you? And what happened? Yash asked. All of them walked inside the police station and inside Yash's office. Sir. My name is Usama Hassan and I am an IIT student, living here in Najafgarh, Batrang Hostel with my roommate Abubakar Murmud. Tomorrow night when I get back home from my night class I saw Abubakar tied on a chair with this weird device in his neck. Usama put the device on the table. I am an ethical hacker. I hacked the device with a code on it and freed him. There was the same code on the Phantom.kill website, under the pictures. Why did he want to kill your roommate? Mira asked. He made a hate video about Phantom, and his video went viral. I got you the device and with this device we can trace back to the buyer, which would be Phantom for sure, Usama replied. Chapter 12, It was Sunday, 9 p.m. India. Mama, can I say something? Amira said to Mira, sitting next to her watching TV. Sure. You can say anything. Mira muted the TV and turned towards her. When I was kidnapped, I noticed something weird in Phantom's behavior. What? Mira got curious. Whenever Phantom did a ransom call for my kidnapping, he always walked outside the room. I couldn't see his face because my eyes were blindfolded, but he had a quite young voice. He never touched me, even when he feeds me. It was like he was scared of me. He would have been thinking that I would break if he touches me. Thank God he didn't do anything to you. Mira felt relieved. Mira went to flashback in her thoughts for a moment. If Phantom wants to be public after his publicity stunt, why would he want me to burn the evidence? Mama, Mama. What happened? Amara broke her flashback. Nothing. Tell me more about Phantom, Mira asked, holding her hands. When he kidnapped me I was not alone. There was also an old man. He was calling him actor Cha-Cha. Amira took a pause for drinking water. I don't know why he kidnapped the old man, but that Cha-Cha was saying to him that stop doing this. It is not okay. God will not forgive you. Actor Cha-Cha. Actor Cha-Cha. Mira continuously repeats the name. Do you know him? Amira asked in confusion. There is a sweeper for our police department. Everyone calls him Anaithar Cha-Cha. I don't know if he is the one who Phantom kidnapped, Mira replied. You should go and ask him. Amira suggested. Mira nodded at her suggestion. She immediately called her husband and told him about what Amira told her. Her husband was shocked by hearing all this. She explained to him that I think we can find Phantom through actor Cha-Cha. He might be related to Phantom somehow. Okay. Go and ask the sweeper. Let me know as soon as possible, her husband said. Okay. She disconnected the phone and went to get ready for bed. It was Monday, 9 a.m. India. Mira met the sweeper, Mr. Actor. He was a very kind old man, with white beard and mustache. He was wearing his usual dhoti and a black kurta. He was sitting on a stool behind his moped. Hello uncle, may I ask you a question? Mira said. He looked at her with his gentle smile and said, yes. What is your question? Do you know Phantom? Mira took a pause. She didn't know how to ask him about the kidnapping. After a moment she whispered, the person who kidnapped you. I have nothing to say, he said and continued to sweep the floor. He was hiding something. Are you sure? He is not here right now? Don't be afraid. Please don't hide anything, Mira tried to convince him. Mr. Actor chuckled and shook his head. No, no. I am serious. There is nothing to say about this Phantom. I don't know him. Please listen to me. If you don't want me to get a police complaint against you, then please tell me, Mira begged. I have nothing to tell you, he said firmly, and this time he stopped sweeping and left the police station. Mira knows that there is something weird. She decided to tell the whole story to Yash. She walked towards Yash's cabin. Usama was still sitting there talking. Yash wants his help to disconnect every device that Phantom is going to use on his victims. Chapter 13. Sir, can I have 1 minute? Mira asked. Interrupted Yash. Okay. Yash stood up. I will be back in a moment, he said to Usama. Yeah. What? Yash said to Mira outside the office. Mira hesitates to tell the whole story, so she filters out the Amira's kidnapping part and says, I think there is something wrong with Arshad Shancha, the sweeper. He is acting weird. You should keep a check on him. Okay. Yash thought Mira was acting weird, but he ignored and walked inside his cabin. So, Mr. Usama, you did a great job in finding what the code below the image does. Do you have any clue about what 377 means? Yash asked. I have checked. 377 have nothing to do with the killing device. It must be a date, and that date is important. And one thing. This Phantom is definitely doing all this for revenge. He is a psycho, but he is not doing all this for fun's sake. There is something behind all this. Usama said, lost in thought. Date, so it would be July 3, 1997. Or 2007. Something happened on July 3, 2007, or it could be 1997 as you said. Phantom's main attack point is this police department. You have to check the case files of these dates, Usama interrupted. Yash liked Usama's idea. Thanks. I think you are right. We have to check these dates. He hates those who hate women. We need to find a way to trap him. Usama looked at the wall clock. I may leave now. If you want my help, I will be available anytime, he said politely. Sure, thank you, Yash replied. I need to go now. Bye, Usama said before he left. The sun was setting down, and the sky was getting darker. The clouds were moving fast towards the west, making the sunset even more beautiful than usual. As usual, Mira was standing near the window looking outside, thinking of telling Yash the whole story, but filtering out the file's destruction part. As soon as Yash came to the cabin, she felt restless to tell her story. She had already talked to him about the sweeper. Sir, Mira said out loud. Yeah. What? When I told you that actor Cha-Cha was acting weird. It was not the whole story. Mira hesitates to tell the kidnapping part of Amira. Phantom kidnapped my daughter Amira, and she told me that Phantom also kidnapped an old man whom he was calling actor Cha-Cha. Mira didn't say another word. Your daughter was kidnapped and you are telling this to me now. I am gonna talk to you later. Yash felt disappointed. He shouted, Siddharth. Come here right now. Yes, sir. Is everything okay? Siddharth got worried. Do you know actor Cha-Cha's place? Yes. He lives in a basement, 2 blocks away from here. Nice. Take me there. Okay, sir. Let's get going then. Siddharth and Yash walked outside towards the police jeep. Mira stood there still like a statue, feeling guilt. Wait, sir. Please, Mira shouted from behind and marched outside. Now what? Yash sighed. Do whatever you want, but please don't tell him that I told you all this, Mira pleaded. I won't tell him. It is obvious for him to guess that it was you. And call your daughter now. I need to talk to her. Okay, sir, Mira said. She took out her phone and was about to call her daughter. Don't worry, nobody's gonna know what happened, Siddharth smiled. Mira guessed from his smile that Siddharth might know something that he was not supposed to know. Chapter 14. Yash and Siddharth standing outside a small dirty room in Barwachal, which was supposed to be actor Cha-Cha's place, as told by the people. Siddharth knocked at the door. A young boy opened the door. He was about 26 years of age, with a well-built body. Hello. Who are you? He asked. We are police. Where is actor? And who are you, mister? Yash said. He was angry about failing again and again from Phantom. I am Rizwan. Actor Cha-Cha's nephew, he replied with a little smile on his face. Cha-Cha is not home right now. He was supposed to be at work. I guess. I think I saw you somewhere before. Siddharth looked at him, squinted eyes. I worked one day on his behalf at your police department. You might have seen me there. Rizwan said. He didn't understand what was happening. Did Chaha do something wrong? He asked Yash. You have to come with us. Rizwan took a long pause. Okay. Let's go. Just give me a minute to find the lock for the door, Rizwan said, confused. Inside the police station, Yash, Siddharth, and Rizwan were standing next to the counter. Mira was sitting on the bench with Amira waiting for Yash. They both walked closer to them, waiting for the orders. Why am I here, sir? I didn't do anything, Rizwan said, still confused. Yash saw Mira with her daughter. You guys go to my cabin and wait. I'll be there in a moment. You, Mr. Rizwan. Call your Cha-Cha right now. He doesn't have a phone. How can I contact him? Rizwan said. He wasn't scared a little bit. Take him to the interrogation room, Yash ordered Siddharth. Mama. I think I heard this voice before. I don't know if I am right, but I think this guy is Phantom, Amira said as they were walking towards the cabin. What? Mira got a huge shock. Are you serious? Yes. This guy has the same voice as the kidnapper. There is no chance that I am mistaking this guy with the kidnapper, or Phantom. Amira got worried about how her mom reacted. Okay, Mira said. They both walked inside the cabin. We have to tell this to Yash, sir, before it gets too late, Mira talking to herself in the cabin. Inside the interrogation room there was only Yash and Rizwan sitting in front of each other. I am going to ask you some questions, and you have to answer them without making up stories, Yash said, furious. I won't lie, sir. So, where is your uncle? Do you know about the activities he is involved in? Yash asked, trying to control his anger. No. I don't know where he is now. And what activities are you talking about? He is a sweeper. What bad activities he could be involved in? He didn't even smoke, Rizwan replied in a single breath. Your not so cool uncle is involved with Phantom. Yash asked again. Rizwan stopped for a moment and took a deep breath. We have nothing to do with this Phantom. Okay, go and sit on that bench. Yash called, stood up and pointed towards the bench. You are not leaving until we find your uncle. Yash walked outside towards his cabin. He ordered Siddharth to go and search for Actor. As Yash opened the door of his cabin and took a few steps inside. Is he still here? Mira asked. He. Who? What are you talking about? Yash replied. That person, the person with you and Siddharth. He is in the interrogation room. What is so important about him? Yash got confused. Mira nodded and walked back and forth into the cabin. Who is he? Yash asked, got curious. I don't know how I am supposed to say that. That boy could be Phantom. Mira will tell you the whole scene, Mira replied. Sir. Mr. Usama came to show you something, the receptionist said from behind. Okay. Yash walked outside. Mira and her daughter followed her. Mr. Usama, what's the matter? Yash asked, seeing him standing outside his cabin with two files in his hand. These are the files for major events of July 3, 1997 and 2007. Usama gave him the files. He looked towards the bench. Can you wait for a while? We'll come and meet you after half an hour, Yash asked. And don't go anywhere. I need to talk to you. Okay. I will be waiting for you to do your work, Usama said. Amira told Yash the whole scenario till this day. He told Yash that she had a theory about that guy being Phantom, and they have to find a way to confirm this theory. We can't just go and ask, hey man, are you Phantom? Mira said sarcastically. If we do that and he comes out to be an actual Phantom, believe me, he will destroy each and everything that will give us lead in the case. He is a smart guy. There is only one way. We have to trap him somehow, Yash said. They all walked outside the cabin and saw Siddharth entering the police station with Arshad Chacha. Siddharth grabbed him by the shoulder. Can I leave now? Rizwan asked. He was standing and talking with Usama a moment ago. Yash walked closer to him. You can leave. But give me your number, or your identity proof, Mr. Rizwan. We might need to contact you, Yash said, scared a little bit. Rizwan. Usama whispered to himself. He was confused. But he ignored the situation. Okay. It's 9111555364117, Rizwan said, and walked away, face down. Chapter 15, Sir. I don't know why you let him go, but I have a good plan, Mira said to Yash, as she saw Rizwan waking out. What's the plan? Yash whispered. He ordered Siddharth to take actor Cha-Cha to the interrogation room. Usama can help us. We can hire him to spy on that guy. I saw him talking to that guy. And they both are of the same age. Mira whispered. Yash and Mira walked towards the wall. Usama can be friends with him. Friends don't lie to each other. I like your idea, but I have to go investigate Arshad right now. First I have to talk to Usama. Yash was in a hurry. So. What about the files? Yash walked towards where Usama was standing. I got some points on what could have happened on July 3, 2007 and 1997. There is not much information about 1997, he said. Great work. Yash took a long pause. Usama, we might need your help. Will you work for us? We will pay you. I am really happy to work with you. But what kind of work do you want me to do? Usama got confused. You have to be friends with someone in secret. And make him speak about his personal life. Who is he? Usama knows what Yash was asking for, but he is still confused. Yash looked at his wristwatch. I will tell you on the phone. Now I have to leave for the investigation. Okay, Sir. Usama stood still. It was 8 p.m., the same day. Yash video calls Usama. After some hello, hi, Yash told Usama the plan. So. You have to be friends with Rizwan. Who is this Rizwan? Usama asked. Chaha actor's nephew. I and Mira thought that he could be Phantom as per the description given by her daughter, Yash told him. He sent him a file. I am sending you his ID card photo. Sir. He is not Rizwan. I know him. He is Viadayat Sharma. Usama looked at the photo. What? Yash got a shock. Yes, sir. He was in my college. He dropped out because of some personal reasons. I remember him very well. He is a quite brilliant student. You can get his personal details from our college, Usama said, and waited for Yash's reply. Oh my God, Yash took a long pause. Is there anything more about him that we should know? Usama tried to remember. Tomorrow when he was sitting on the bench in your police station. I talked to him about why he dropped out. He just said it's all for love. I don't know what that means. For love. Again Yash took a long pause. He was lost in his thoughts. Okay, Usama, I will talk to you later. I have an important thing to do. And thank you for your time. Yash ended the call and hurried towards the record room. Chapter 16. It was 7:45 p.m. Phantom went to Barwat Chal just to have a simple talk with Arshad Chacha. There he saw a group of students doing some sort of survey. The atmosphere around the Chal had become so tense that Phantom felt that it was complicated to talk here. He asked Arshad Chacha, we should go somewhere and talk. Arshad flatly refused. Phantom got furious. He took a spray from his pocket and sprayed it on his face. A girl saw him doing this, and Phantom had no way to spray her too. He dragged both the fainted bodies inside Arshad's house and waited for the area to get clear. The girl was holding a clipboard with papers titled Lifestyle in Shawls of India. He read the identity card on the girl's neck. It says Amira Khanna. It was 9 p.m. Phantom dragged both the bodies one by one to his van and drove off towards the abandoned area of Najafgarh. He took them to a clean room of an abandoned house. Phantom gave both of them sleeping injections and blindfolded them. He left the area. Next day. Early morning. 8:30 a.m. What happened? Where am I? Amira got a panic attack. Don't worry. You are in right hands, a sound from far away said. It was Phantom. Now I am going to feed you, and please don't shout or move. Don't worry. I won't hurt you. After he fed Amira, Phantom moved toward actor Cha-Cha. I just want to ask one little thing. I don't know why people love to disobey. What the hell did you want from us? What did I do? Amira shouted. You are at the wrong place at the wrong time. Phantom walked away and said one thing. Just give me an hour, then you guys will be free. Around 9 o'clock, Phantom reached Police Department number 2697. Phantom disguised as the Clean Man. Who are you? The police station guard asked. I am actor Cha-Cha's nephew. He is not feeling well, so I will do his work today. Phantom waited for the reply. Okay, the guard hesitates. Phantom tried to make his way toward the record room to destroy his records, but he gave this job to Mira. Now he wants something else from the record room, or wants to place something in the record room. When he reached closer to the record room, he saw Mira marching outside the police department and Siddharth is trying to spy on her. Siddharth and Phantom saw each other and gave each other a fake smile. When it's all clear, Phantom went inside the record room while mopping the floor. Inside the record room, he saw a piece on the table. It was the list of possible victims of Phantom. While facing his back towards the only not working security camera in the record room, Phantom took the picture of the paper and continues to mop the floor. It's all done. Phantom has nothing else to do. He walked outside the police department. He did his best to make everything look normal. Chapter 17. It's all for love. Usama was constantly thinking of the same thing again and again. What love? I don't think that the idiot loves anyone. What are you thinking? Don't stress your little mind. It will explode, Abu Bakr said, seeing Usama lost in his thoughts. Do you know the idiot? Usama said. Who? That feminist nerd guy. Yes. Do you know if he is in love with someone? Usama moved closer to him. Everyone knows that. He is crazy for that weird feminist bitch Janelia. Abu Bakr stood up and grabbed his laptop from the table. Abu Bakr opened the laptop screen and showed him a Facebook profile of Janelia Verma. She died somewhere around 2007. Her last post was on July 3, 2007. Abu Bakr showed him the last post of her in a private feminist march. I've heard that someone murdered her. Usama got shocked when he heard the date. Come on, let's go. We have to finish this shit as soon as possible. Usama video called Yash from his phone on Skype. Sir, we have to meet right now. It is urgent. Wait. What happened? Yash asked. I cannot tell you on the call. We have to meet. Okay. Come to my place. I'll be waiting for you. What happened? Where are we going? Abu Bakr asked, confused. The idiot is Phantom and he tied you in that killing device. What the F? Abu Bakr's eyes widened. Knock knock. Usama knocked at the door. He and Abu Bakr are standing in front of the door. Yash opened the door. Sir, I have something really important to tell, Usama said. He was in a hurry. Come on in, you guys. Yash gave them the way inside. As they both were about to step inside, Usama fell down on the floor. Someone had shot him from behind. Ambulance. Yash took out the phone and dialed 102. What just happened? What important thing he's gonna tell me? Yash asked Abu Bakr. I don't know. We were just talking about Biddy yet. Then he said let's go. Abu Bakr got confused. Come inside and tell me everything. Yash closed the door and guided him towards the living room. He asked me about Vidiyat being in love with someone. Abu Bakr took a deep breath. He told Yash about Janelia Verma. He then said Vidiyat is the one who tied you, and he is Phantom. And that's all. Abu Bakr stood up, and when he was about to walk towards the door he said, Usama was also talking about some files, especially 2007 something. Chapter 18, Mira walked inside the opened doors of Yash's office. What happened, sir? Mira asked as she saw Yash moving back and forth in his office. He did it again, Yash said. He shot Usama. He came to my house with his friend. He wanted to tell me something important. Did he tell you something? Mira asked. Usama's friend. Can I see the files, sir? Mira asked for the files that Usama gave to Yash. It's in my drawer. Go get it, and find something about Janelia. There is some that happened on July 3, 2007. Sure, sir. Mira took the 2007 file and walked out of the cabin. 2 more people were captured by Phantom. He started it again. The cyber department call all the police stations. This time there was a timer instead of a click. The rest of the message was all the same. Yash found no other way just to ask Mira for deactivating the device as Usama did. Can you deactivate this, before the timer? Yash begged Mira. The timer was of 25 minutes when it started. After Mira's useless tries to deactivate the killing devices, it was now 10 minutes left. There is no other chance, so Yash called Abu Bakr for help. Abu Bakr is a well-known hacker. He saw Usama deactivating the device. He stopped the timer right when it was 50 seconds left. He didn't stop there. Abu Bakr also hacked into the Phantom.kill website and gave the whole access to Mira. Now the police department has full control over the website. Mira revealed Phantom's face to the public right away. During this whole process, Yash and Siddharth went to actor Cha-Cha's house. There they both saw a dead body. He was Viadited. There was a suicide note on the table. Everything is over, now, Yash said to himself. Chapter 19, Dear Police, first of all, sorry. I know I am not a good guy. I deserve to die. I've indirectly killed many people. I thought if they live they will make others die from inside. But who am I to give the judgment? It's all for love. It's for my Janelia. She doesn't deserve to be killed. Someone judged her and killed her. I went to the police station. I waited and waited. All of you didn't give a shit about what happened to my Janelia. I did what that killer did. He is free now, and so am I. With love, Phantom.